The Indian Navy has given an extension to prospective bidders to submit their bids by August 2023 to construct 6 advanced conventional submarines under Project 75I, but the Navy has not backed down on its stringent requirement of air-independent propulsion system, and companies must submit bids only if they have a sea-proven AIP system integrated into an actual submarine. South Korean firm Daewoo Shipbuilding is the only vendor that has agreed to all the terms on its KSS-3 Block 3 submarine, but India needs another bidder to avoid a single vendor situation. Germany wants the Indian Navy to back down on liability clauses, so that the German firm is not liable for financial penalties in case of delays in the program. The Hasimara Air Force Station that fields the 2nd Squadron of Rafale aircraft is getting massive upgrades to protect the base from Chinese attack, but also to enhance its operational capabilities. The Hasimara Air Force Station has got improved taxiways, new generation hardened aircraft shelters, and new munition storage facilities. According to the year-end review report published by the Ministry of Defense, the Indian Navy has inducted both land and sea-based versions of loitering munitions. It is not clear if the Navy has inducted an imported system or a locally developed loitering munition, but Israel's aerospace industries had signed a contract in 2021 with an unnamed Asian country for a naval version of the Harop loitering munition. It has a range of 1,000 kilometers that allows it to penetrate deeply into enemy territory and organically collect intelligence on high-value targets and strike. The Indian Navy has completed all the documentation work to order another 45,000-ton aircraft carrier, and approvals from the government is expected very soon. The Navy is also planning to revive its long-pending plan to procure a shore-based or deck-based airborne early warning and control aircraft that will detect aircraft ships, missiles, and other incoming projectiles at long ranges. The Indian Navy might look at the E-2D Advanced Hawkeye program that is fitted with state-of-the-art APY-9 radar and upgraded systems, new mission computer, entirely new avionics suite and new engines, as well as a probe for air-to-air refueling. The DRDO might be asked by the Indian government to share some of the technologies like landing gears, turboprop engines, autonomous landing and takeoff systems, and ground control stations with the local private sector companies that had shown interest in developing medium-altitude long-endurance UAVs and short-range UAVs in the country, to avoid repetition of work and reduce import of subsystems. That will also reduce the developmental time for locally made UAVs for Indian Armed Forces and exports. The RUAV-200 high-altitude logistics rotary drone is under advanced phase of fabrication, and it will be ready to conduct its first flight by mid of 2023. After the conclusion of user trials, HAL plans to manufacture 60 units of the drone that can carry 40 kilograms of payload to frontline soldiers deployed in high-altitude areas along the line of actual control. The armies of India and Nepal have started a 2-week mega-military exercise to boost interoperability in jungle warfare and counter-terror operations in mountainous terrain. The joint military exercise will enhance the level of defense cooperation, which will further foster the bilateral relations between the two nations.